In 1999, the CIA faced a problem. Not a foreign government, not a terrorist group, not a spy. A startup. The world's most powerful intelligence agency realized something disturbing. The future was no longer being invented inside government laboratories. It was being invented in garages, in college dorm rooms, in tiny offices filled with 20-year-olds drinking energy drinks and writing code. And the CIA was falling behind. So it created something unprecedented. A venture capital firm, one funded by intelligence money, one designed to hunt for the technologies of tomorrow. Its name was In-Q-Tel, and over the next 25 years, it would quietly place bets on companies that would help reshape the modern world. Some would become billion-dollar giants, some would fail, and some would help build the surveillance tools of the future. This is the story of the CIA's secret startup fund.
The Soviet Union itself is no more. This is a victory for democracy and freedom. It's a victory for the moral force of our values. Every American can take pride in this victory, from the millions of men and women who've served our country in uniform to millions of Americans who supported their country in a strong defense under 9 presidents.
The Cold War was over. The Soviet Union had collapsed. For decades, intelligence agencies had relied on government laboratories and defense contractors. But by the late 1990s, something had changed. Innovation had migrated. The fastest technological breakthroughs were no longer coming from Washington. They were coming from Silicon Valley. Startups were moving faster than governments could. A small company could invent something revolutionary before an agency even finished filing procurement paperwork. Former CIA officials feared the agency was becoming technologically blind. The intelligence community needed a way to access emerging technology before it became mainstream. So CIA Director George Tenet approved an unusual solution. Not another government office, not another secret program, a venture capital fund. In February 1999, In-Q-Tel was born. Officially, it was structured as an independent nonprofit. Unofficially, everyone knew why it existed. The mission was simple: find technologies the CIA might need before the CIA knows it needs them. Instead of waiting for companies to approach the government, In-Q-Tel would approach them first. The fund would invest relatively small amounts of money, then connect those startups directly with intelligence agencies. The startup gained funding and government customers. The intelligence community gained access to cutting-edge technology. It was Silicon Valley speed, combined with intelligence community resources. And it worked, far better than many expected. One of In-Q-Tel's earliest investments would become its most famous. In 2003, the fund invested in a little-known company called Keyhole. Keyhole had built something extraordinary: software capable of stitching together satellite imagery into a navigable digital globe. Today that sounds normal. Back then it felt almost magical. You could zoom from space, all the way down to a neighborhood, a city, a house. Months after In-Q-Tel invested, the United States invaded Iraq. Keyhole's technology reportedly found immediate military applications. Then something unexpected happened. Google bought the company. Keyhole became Google Earth, one of the most widely used mapping tools in human history. The CIA's startup fund had helped finance a product that eventually landed on millions of personal computers around the world. Most users never knew.
Our brave men and women in uniform put their lives on the line every day to protect our way of life. At Palantir, we build cutting-edge technology to keep them safe and help them win. Palantir, protecting the protector since 2004.
Then came Palantir. If Google Earth was about seeing places, Palantir was about seeing patterns. Founded by Peter Thiel, Alex Karp, and their team, Palantir promised something many investors found difficult to understand. It wasn't building social media. It wasn't building search engines. It was building software capable of connecting vast amounts of information, data from different databases, different agencies, different sources. Palantir's vision was ambitious, too ambitious for many traditional investors. But In-Q-Tel saw potential. It became one of the company's earliest backers. Today, Palantir is one of the most influential defense and intelligence technology firms in the world. Its software is used by military organizations, intelligence agencies, and governments globally. And its rise is perhaps the clearest example of what In-Q-Tel was designed to do. Find tomorrow's intelligence tools before everyone else notices them. Over time, In-Q-Tel's investments expanded. Cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, satellite technology, biotechnology, space systems. Companies like Endural, D-Wave, Rigetti, hundreds of startups. By 2025, the organization had participated in more than 800 investments. Many became major successes. Others quietly disappeared. That's venture capital. Most bets fail. A few change the world. The difference here was who was placing the bets. And this is where the story becomes complicated. Critics argue that In-Q-Tel exists in an uncomfortable space. It is not technically part of the CIA. Yet it exists because of the CIA. It is private, yet funded largely with taxpayer money. It invests in companies. Yet those companies may eventually develop technologies used for intelligence gathering and surveillance. Questions began to emerge. How much oversight exists? How many investments remain undisclosed? Who benefits financially? As In-Q-Tel became more widely known, conspiracy theories exploded. Claims appeared online suggesting the CIA secretly funded Facebook. Others claimed the agency controlled Silicon Valley. The evidence never supported these claims. In reality, In-Q-Tel's history is strange enough without inventing new stories. The truth is not that the CIA secretly created every major tech company. The truth is more interesting. The CIA created a system designed to identify emerging technologies before they became important. Sometimes those technologies became intelligence tools. Sometimes they became products used by millions of ordinary people. And sometimes they became both. The most remarkable thing about In-Q-Tel isn't that it exists. It's that it worked. For more than 25 years, a venture capital fund created by an intelligence agency quietly searched for the future. Sometimes it found it. Google Earth, Palantir, cybersecurity firms, quantum computing startups, defense AI companies. The next time a revolutionary technology appears, a question remains. Did Silicon Valley create it first? Or was someone in Langley already watching? Because long before the public notices tomorrow, someone is already investing in it. And sometimes that someone is the CIA.